Game number 1 was amazing, and I thought game number 2 wasn't gonna be able to fill its shoes, and maybe it wasn't as exciting, but it was close to it, and it gave us a decider. So I'm happy. I'm Harry Freak. You're watching the Eastern European DPC Division 2, a game between Cybercats and NAVI Junior. Game 1 went to NAVI Junior, game 2 went to Cybercats. Though that game 2, NAVI Junior, they played well. Not to take anything away from Cybercats, but there was a time there at the end of the game where NAVI Junior had the Aegis, they had a refresher shard, they had the cheese, they had everything, they overextended. But there was a time in this game where Cybercats overextended, so, you know, it's 1-1. It's 1-1. It's fair. With that being said, in game number 3, I don't want to expect anything less than an epic game once more. I do believe that these two teams, they're close to each other in strength. Maybe NAVI Junior is slightly better in the mid game. Cybercats are better in the laning phase. So I would be very surprised if it does end pre 40 minutes. Now, let me check like how long the games for his teams were. NAVI Junior did beat NAVI one game in 38 minutes. But Cybercats, let's see. So they did lose some games fast, but when they actually did win some in 30 minutes too. Weird. It seems like these two, when they fight each other, the games are just long. So we should be starting fairly soon. Everybody's getting into the lobby. Everything is being prepared at the moment for all of you guys to enjoy. NAVI Junior are going to be on the Radiant. Again, NAVI Junior are going to have the first pick and Cybercats are going to have the second pick. Going to be curious to see if they let the Magnus go again. Even though PMA didn't have as much impact as he did in the previous game or in the first game, he still was a dangerous guy. You could see that always they were conservative in terms of committing on the side of Cybercats just because of that Magnus. So it does make sense that they ban it out. I don't know. It just seems like NAVI Junior a little bit too good on the hero. And this was, I think this could be considered a bad game for PMA. We'll see. We'll see. Cybercats definitely have more experience, so that is it for their side. So longer series probably benefits them. It's not a best of 5, so that we really go deep into it. A mental fatigue, figuring each other out and stuff like that. But it can play a role. It definitely can play a role. So we'll see if the team led by the key focus, Force Majeure, Young G, Kalis, all of these guys have been in the scene for quite some time, played Division 1. If that experience that they have accumulated in these years of playing are gonna help them. DK Focus, I know this guy for a long time. He has been playing pubs, I think high level pubs, for like 5, maybe even 6 years, who knows, even more. So he has been up there. He has definitely been up there. If he'll be able to help his team. Last game, that Visage, it did work out. There were times there in the mid game where you could see the problems of the hero, clear problems of the hero, but as soon as the Naga got overwhelmingly strong and the Void Spirit got that burst damage potential that we know that the hero is capable of, the Visage was actually a really good addition because he could survive for long. You could dangle him in front and you have that stone form. So I really like it. We should be getting ourselves into the draft just in a couple of seconds. The lobby was full, everything is done. As I mentioned, NAVI Junior Radiant, NAVI Junior first pick, so that leaves Cybercats with Dire and second pick for this last game of the series. This was the same setup as in game number 1. NAVI Junior were Radiant first pick, Cybercats were Dire second pick. But the thing is that, okay, I think it's gonna be the same now. Yep. Now Techie's on the other side, unless they want to go for a storm here for Richmond, but I do think, yeah, all three of the games Navi has had first pick. There's the techies once more, so we get the exact same opening as in the previous game. Now the question is, do Navi Junior change anything? If I was Navi Junior, I wouldn't change anything, because I would be like, we lost because we made a mistake. They will ban out the Pugna though. If I was cybercats, I would change something. Though my first change would have been not to let them have the Magnus. So that's kind of already out of the question, because yeah, well, they did let them have Magnus. Morphling gets banned out. Again, same idea. You get the Aghanim Scepter, you take away 40% of the Magnus stats, you bar yourself, and you just slap people. Nope, so I've gotten really good at using this this camera here. You know, if I would gesticulate like this, you just wouldn't see anything. But you know, if I would get my hands a little bit higher,
10 seconds remaining.
then we can talk.
Dire team ban.
And gesticulate, right? The Navi Junior, they ban out the Timber Saw as well. No Underlord ban this time around, so he will be a part of the gameplay. Shadow Demon, Cybercats, this time around they get it. Last time around they had the Pugna, so that's kind of a save as well. It's not as good in terms of keeping people alive, but you do save them for some time, and it is a deny pick from Navi Junior, so pretty big.
10 seconds.
You have no saves for the lasso now. You could go for, you know, Abaddons and stuff like that, but they go for the Storm. I like this. Call, beautiful. I like that response from Navi Junior. You are good in the lane versus the Void Spirit. You don't care about Shadow Demon spells, pretty much as the Void Spirit. Even less, because you don't have a Resonant Pulse is going to be purged off. And you can hunt the Shadow Demon. But if you do get disrupted, there's going to be an Ether Remnant waiting for you. Fall up last, so you're dead. Good thing you have a Coddle. You're gonna have the Chakra Magic to fill up your mana. Storm likes to have a type of battery. Pugna, the best one in the meta currently. Coddle, I don't want to say just as good, but definitely solid. Cybercats, where will they take it? They played that Visage in the previous game. I feel like he might be getting banned. Don't pick him out right now, because not because it was such a huge deal, but because it was, what else are they gonna pick, right? It's like they disagree. Not gonna be picking it just yet.
Radiant team back.
They go for the Abaddon themselves. I'm thinking this is a carry Abaddon. Either way, Abaddon is a great hero versus the Magnus. If you're inside of the RP, press your ulti. You use the Aphotic Shield on the other one that's inside of the RP. No RP for you. You do remove the Blinding Light, which is quite nice, especially if you're laning versus the Coddle, and this could be Abaddon laning. Abaddon illusions from the Shadow Demon. You can get those Curse of Avernus stacks super fast onto the enemy. So I like it. It's interesting. It could be a position 4. It could be an offlane as well, though I'm leaning mostly to the carry role. I did see one carry Abaddon in Southeast Asia, I think. And looked good. He did still go for the Radiance, but then he turned back into like Mantaco Saber, you know, items like that. So a little bit, because Abaddon is now Universal Hero. It hasn't been played a lot, so I don't know if all of our viewers know it. Here in the game, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Universal Heroes out of the 8 picks.
Radiant team ban.
Good job, Ice Frog. Everybody's Universal. They just need to tweak the numbers a little bit. The idea of Universal Heroes is actually quite nice. Navi Junior, they will ban out the Underlord, they will ban out the Darkseer. That does leave the Visage if Cybercats would want to pick it up. You still have that Seeker for Navi Junior if that's the route that they're going to be taking. But yeah, I don't know about illusion-based heroes. Maybe a Terrorblade would be okay, but Naga Siren and the PL not really, especially if you're versus the Abaddon, he can go for the Radiance. They will ban out the Slark. I like that ban. You don't have anything for him. And there's the last pick for... Wait, no last pick for NAVI Junior. NAVI Junior have to get their hero now.
10 seconds remaining.
What about a troll? Nah, doesn't look good versus the Shadow Demon.
5
It's way too
seconds
hard to
remaining.
play. Morphling is out. Use out, Checker out. Everything is out. Like, do you go Terrorblade? I think you can. Or you can go something weird, like a CK is also okay. I like this Chaos Knight. They could go for the Bloodseeker again. Not out of the question. Almost won in the game earlier. They'll be taking their time. They have 2 minutes of reserve time. They literally didn't use anything. It was a really fast draft coming out from both teams. Cybercats only used a minute, so you have time to think if you're Navi Junior. It's not an easy pick to make. And they'll go for the PL.
Це все, що ти можеш?
Into a Shadow Demon Abaddon. Abaddon will go for the Radiance.
Красава. Респект.
Що за хуйня?
Don't like it. Don't like it. It
10 seconds.
was always a good
remaining.
laner with a Coddle, but Coddle is probably going to be on the Magnus side, and you don't max out the
5
Spirit Lance
seconds
any longer, so it's not really that big of a deal. Underlord is gone. It would be cool if a Sand King was a hero currently, because this would be like a hella good Sand King game for Cybercats. Cybercats, until they get more items on the Abaddon, they don't have any push. So maybe that's something that they're gonna be looking to pick up. The Spirit Breaker is in the pool. That's not really push though. It's a solid Spirit Breaker game. This one, you don't have anything to purge his Bulldoze off. And Cybercats, they play a ton of it, though they did lose a ton of it as well.
Choose your
Okay.
hero.
I like it. I slightly prefer Cybercats draft. I'm not sold on the last pick PL. I don't see how much he's actually gonna be contributing here. Especially, you know, because there's gonna be a Radiance in play at some point. If he starts off well, gets the Diffusal Blade, starts fighting, sure. But more often than not, we'd see the PL just not come out of the laning phase that strong, and probably gonna be the case here too. You have the techies, which is okay to stop the trample of the Primal Beast. Just by slowing him down, you're not gonna be that big of a threat. But I have to say, Cybercats, to me, it's looking like they could do really well in the lanes here. Actually, mid lane Storm is an issue for me. That might be something that's swinging it back, because Cybercats, they have shown that mid game they don't play so well, but now mid game they are maybe the ones that have a better team. It's a tough one to call. It has been a tough one to call for the entirety of the series, because the two teams are drafting in a really let's not counter you way. With that being said, we do have one more game left, guys, so let's go to hear a word from our sponsors on EGB for one last time here in this series.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Це все, що ти
Yeah.
можеш?
That sounded wrong and last time in this series. Feels like I should cry. But no, we're not gonna cry. We're gonna enjoy great Dota, because we have a ton. This year has been so packed with Dota. DPC, like we only have slight break between the major and Division 1, then Division 2 comes out, no break till the major. So many third-party tournaments somewhere in between there. Just beautiful, beautiful. And a ton of those, a ton of tier 2 tournaments, some tier 1 tournaments as well. Like, everything has been looking awesome this year for Dota in terms of how many games we've had. I think some people might start feeling sick of Dota at some point because we have so freaking much. I've started hearing my voice in my head from casting. Looking at the odds, Navi Junior, again, not favored to win. Someone at the EGB doesn't feel like them. Let's see. Sticky Focus, rest positioning, there's gonna be Sticky Mine, Disruption does get used, the Young G, oh that's gotta be Illuminated, hurts so much. The Doppelganger gets the PL away, and that's gonna be it for the fight. God the Juice actually got the rune. So it is gonna be 2 for 2 in terms of runes here. Could have been 3 for 1 for Cybercats. That Illuminate was really strong. And it's what the call does. He started off with Illuminate. I like it because the Blinding Light just isn't gonna be that big of a deal. Callis, he's gonna be fighting Daze, and we'll be doing some nice damage there with Flame Break. The Coddle is a faster hero than the Bat, but that's a lot. That's a lot of tangles that he just went through. Very nice, very nice. This lane is gonna be tough for Navi, it seems, because the Bat Rider is very good to follow the Coddle around, so you're not gonna be getting those Illuminates onto the Abaddon. And Abaddon is a very hard hero to fight into. Like, even a position 5 Abaddon just puts the Aphotic Shield on himself and runs to you, and not much changes here. You put the Aphotic Shield, you get the Curse of Awareness level 2, and you just run at the Magnus. He's constantly gonna be afraid. Only if maybe PMA gets some nice cures out. But he is farming well on PMA, so I guess that's fine. Even with him being pressured all the time, he's getting more creeps than the Abaddon. Nicely done. Bottom lane, PL, farming well. The wave did get pushed out. It should get better here for Cybercats once they have more levels on the Primal Beast. More so, in this game, in general, it's Cybercats are going to be pressuring, and they will get the CS by pressuring. That's how you do. You push out your enemies, and then you get the CS. Whilst it would usually do a little bit better CS. But now, Navi Junior winning the early game. It's going to be dangerous, right? Because both games in a row, Navi Junior did lose the lanes, and in the mid game they were better. So Cybercats, what's going to happen if they lose the lanes? That's a question that might be haunting them. In this game in particular, they could lose their lanes, or at least, you know, go even on the side lanes, and they would lose the mid lane by default. Maybe not by much. We'll see how well the Void Spirit can do, but all in all, Richmond should be slightly above Young G. Me and Rob talked about the Young G and his addition to Cybercats. We thought that they were gonna pop off, and Young G is playing good Dota, but it seems that the team in general isn't working like a super well-oiled machine. Magnus doesn't have a skewer. He's gonna be slowed down quite a lot here, and there's gonna be a blood grenade as well. PMA is in a lot of trouble. Those right clicks are gonna start hurting, and that'll be the first blood. Cybercats, they get it. Ducalis will be the one to claim it. And, yeah, well, side lanes are not gonna be going that well, because as soon as the Abaddon is level 3, level 2, he starts backing up a bunch. Days at least, he will get the healing Lotus, and on the bottom lane, NAVI Junior did the same. They're really focusing on those healing Lotuses.
Really now, you should have
Whilst
seen that coming.
Cybercats, well, not so much. Force Majeure, dropping low. Nice disruption there to dodge the blast off. But got the juice, he's still looking for the kill. The blood grenade will slow him down. Shadow Demon in so much trouble. There is going to be a Spirit Lance. They get the kill, and Ridis will be dropping down as well. He gets the sticky bomb before he dies. It really doesn't change much other than doing some insignificant damage with DK Focus. Richmond pulls Young G into the tower, but there's already a creep there tanking it for Young G, so the hero itself won't take any damage. And Young G, he's doing well here in the mid lane. This is a problem. Richmond. Well, yeah. So I've been talking to some people about the matchup here. The Storms can overdo it with usage of the Remnants, and then they can push in the lane more than they would want sometimes. And that can be a problem for the Storm. So maybe he made that mistake, made the lane go a little bit too much seesaw from left to right, and then it does give the opportunity for the Void Spirit to farm well. Storm is not the type of hero that he chases you under the tower and stuff like that. Yeah, he has high armor, so the tower attacks him, not the biggest of deals, but you still cannot really pressure. You cannot get close to the creeps and use the remnants when it's in the enemy tower and stuff like that, and it really does hinder your ability to annoy somebody when it comes to CSing. PMA, skewer. He'll be fine, but he's not going to be getting a ton of CS at the start. He was not missing a lot of those, even though he was being pressured. Now, when he's being pressured, considering that he can die, he just cannot... he cannot get as close as he would want. I'll just put it that way. PMA, skewer out. He is being slowed down. Blood grenade is still active. It will deactivate PMA. He has 13-1 charges. Ducalis really wanted those out. Won't be able to force it. Magnus is still not having a good time. And the trample does get the PL low. Got the juice. He knows which the real one is. Force Major, he will just kill him. Got the juice. But you should know just how much damage the poison stacks can do. That shadow poison is no laughing matter. Young G has level 6. Richmond, not just yet. He does have slightly higher net worth, but doesn't mean that much. It's weird now. The CS doesn't mean all that much because some of those could be flag bearer creeps, and that's kind of the only thing that that makes a difference. If you kill 3 flag bearers, your opponent doesn't. It's like you have 3, 4, 5 CS more than him. It really feels weird sometimes. The Storm hits level 6 as well, but again, we have cybercats on all 3 of their lanes winning. NAVI Junior, they just can't do that well in lanes. PL dying there was a huge deal. Is he going for first item Aghanim Scepter? That'd be very interesting to see. The Storm Spirit in trouble. He's gonna get to Astral Steps, and Richmond does have the mana necessary to run away. You see baiting in Young G, who doesn't have that much mana. Silence onto the Magnus there, the Curse of Avernus, but BMA will stand his ground to Collis. A little bit of trouble with the blast off. They should be able to have enough damage. Firefly goes over the hill, and he will dodge everything. Blood Grenade did connect. This is gonna be enough. Gets onto another high ground. Daze. He really wanted this kill, but he really won't be getting it. The Collis is a little bit too speedy. He even finds 2 bounty runes for his troubles. So not only doesn't he give any gold to his enemies, but he also finds some nice influx of gold for his friends. Cybercats, they start off with a 2k gold lead. This is the best start that they've had so far, especially with having the Storm versus the Void Spirit. This is a huge deal. What did the Storm go for? Okay, so he maxed out the Remnant. At least the Storm will be able to farm the jungle well. DK Focus has the Vanguard. Very dangerous territory. Very, very dangerous territory. The PL can't do anything to the Primal Beast right now, so he just has to jungle. Not ideal. I really want to see if the PL does go for the first item Aghanim Scepter. It would be cool. Even a lot of stacks were made. Oh, Pulverize. It was on the other side of the map, and it was just a PL illusion, so nothing there. Tried it for a second. Oh, this is really slow for the PL. This is ultra slow, and look at the Magnus. 2k gold. That's a ruined Magnus for sure. Yeah, camp stack not gonna be happening. The Shadow Demon is the only one that has been doing it for his team, or mostly for his Primal Beast.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Now has the
attack.
Vanguard and the Phase Boots, meaning that the PL really can't come to the lane. His illusions just don't touch the Primal Beast at all. Not only is he a high damage dealer at the moment with the Primal Beast and the high movement speed, he's also unkillable. At least until you bring the Storm. And you're gonna be needing some power runes there for the Storm for him to rotate properly. And he does have an Arcane rune, so that's probably the best one. Maybe early on in the game someone would prefer a DD, but Arcane rune is good enough. Nobody's gonna be sad about it. Force Major, he gets the disruption onto the Storm, who still has the Arcane rune, so he should have the mana to continue with the chase. But the Void Spirit is there with the Ether Remnant. They have the Pulverize. They're gonna smash the Storm Spirit into the ground. Arcane rune means nothing if you're dead. NAVI Junior. Oh, they just lost their Storm like that. This is turning out to be a stomp. number 1. They start off pretty badly for NAVI Junior game number 2, relatively. But this one is the worst of them all. PMA, Ethernet will connect. He's in a ton of trouble, but actually he will be allowed to live. Young G is just asserting his dominance in the mid lane. You cannot farm here. You cannot farm anywhere. He has 3 points in the power. Minute 10 is coming up. He's level 5. His supports have almost the same experience as he does. Dark Lord is doing whatever he wants. Applying damage to the tower there. Has the saved skill point for the borrow time. Storm runs into an Ether Remnant. It's not gonna be lasting that long, so you will be fine.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The thing is that cybercats are playing greedy. They're everywhere on the map. They just don't care. The Abaddon is hard to kill. The Primal Beast is hard to kill. And then you have the other 3 playing together, making them hard to kill as well. You have the Disruption save. Bad Rider doesn't have a lasso just yet. He's only hit level 5.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Storm. Richmond has to be very careful. So now they're just trying to apply pressure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
By applying pressure, you are... Oh, Dark Lord. You will get the borrow time off. From the other side, the Coddle is coming, so maybe with the Blinding Light, he can keep Dark Lord in there. PMA, run. Run, my friend. Onslaught at the ready. Trample at the ready. PMA will get the skewer off. And he's gonna play Ring Around the Rosie over the Roche Pit. Gets himself into the Fog of War. DK Focus. He really wants to go for him. The mid lane tower will fall, so at least that's something cybercats will get. And he knows where the Magnus is. Not quite. DK Focus now. He will see him, but he doesn't have the Onslaught to get close to PMA. So finally he will be giving up as Daze does come over there with the Blinding Light. He might be able to assist his teammate a little bit to escape. He does come to it, but he doesn't have a Blinding Light, so Keeper of the Light wouldn't be able to do it. That's his main spell. I understand in this game not getting it versus the Abaddon, but just get 1 point. The repositioning part of it is just brutally good. The gold lead is increasing steadily.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
The
attack.
PL is going for an Aghanim Scepter. Okay. Guess he will be able to spam. Stone Spirit caught, has the mana necessary to run away. He will dodge the damage there from the Astral Step using his zip.
Radiant's
Storm.
bottom tower is under attack.
Continuing to farm, but he has very low HP. You always have to be careful. Imagine if you make a mistake and die to creeps. It not only hinders your ability to progress in a game, it is a psychological problem for a team. I remember playing Dota, you know, talking about competitive plays, and once your teammate dies to creeps, it's a problem. Looking at the map winner here, it's actually more in favor of Navi now than it was in at the start on EGB. So people did trust in Navi. Looking at the current score, not a lot to back it up. Dark Lord, Sacred Relic done. This is gonna be really nice timing for the Abaddon. It's not gonna be in the Alchemist timing group, but quite close to it. The Remnant, Young G not going for it. He will try for it right now, and that's gonna be the Storm Spirit caught. They have the Demonic Purge. They go for the Disruption. They don't have any more heroes. They're just gonna force the Storm Spirit out. The idea right now for cybercats, from what I'm seeing, is applying pressure until you get the Radiance and the Abaddon at least. And Primal Beast is going for a BKB. Once you get those, you're probably going to be getting together. Right now, just apply pressure, slow down the farm from NAVI Junior as much as possible, so that when we get our timings, we can do whatever we want and we cannot mess up. That is a pretty good plan. Young G found Ridis. He does have a slower bind on him. We'll go for the Dissimulate. Has an Astral Step to run away. Might need to go for it, but actually DK Focus will be coming in, and that is a very strong Primal Beast. The Blast Off will stop the Pulverize. He's not going to be able to kill the Storm. The Ether connects. Everybody on NAVI Junior is alive. Same is true for cybercats. The Abaddon coming over as well. The Aphotic Shield is a big spell that you're going to have. Force Majeure without mana. Not really a great ally there for cybercats. Will pull back a little bit, but he will be fine. He'll walk out, no issue. Abaddon, he did run a mile there, not really getting into a fight. Solar Bind, Primal Beast is a He's a lizard. He definitely likes the sun, but won't really care much.
Dire's courier has
Even
been
if it's
killed.
cold, he can't even move. Kind of weird here in the Dota universe. You use the solar bind on a lizard, on a reptile, and he slows down his movement. Usually it's the other way around. Only 5 kills for 15 minutes, but we did have a lot of pressure being applied from cybercats. In terms of kills, though, these two teams have been very conservative. Like, I don't want to die.
Radiant's middle tower is
Coward.
under attack.
Cybercats are in a smoke. Decky is looking like he is going to be going down. He does have a blast off, but the question is, will he ever be able to get it out? The answer is no. Will be going down there. They get themselves another one. 5th one for cybercats, whilst NAVI are still sitting on 1 measly kill. And it's not looking like they're going to be changing that anytime soon. Storm going for a Kaya, and no Witchblades, no Orchids, no Blink Daggers on the Magnus on the menu just yet. So this is looking like they're just looking to farm. And the gold lead is getting a little bit out of control here for the side of cybercats, who they're done playing long games. Onslaught, Pulverize. They have the Ether Remnant as well. That's gonna be a dead Storm Spirit. They found him. He wanted to play a little bit with DK Focus, didn't know that there was gonna be some backup coming over. And NAVI Junior, they have 3 of their heroes here in the bottom lane. They can't farm, they can't fight. They have to run. Oh, Ducalis baiting in a little bit. He does have friends in the vicinity. Ether Remnant will connect on the PL, but Ducalis is looking very much dead. The RP will connect as well. And with the blast off, they might just have enough damage. Young G, there's the Disseminate to the side. Acid Step's not ready. He's trying to run away, but the Solar Bind is keeping him in place. And there is going to be another Acid Step, but he slowed down so much. Ether Remnant being placed down. NAVI Junior, they're going to stop with the chase. They have had enough. Finally, they're going to get their 2nd kill of the game as Dark Lord continuing to farm. The Echo Saber going to be his next item, and he will have it in no time. Echo Sabers, the Void Spirit has one, and the Magnus, he will have one soon. In under gold, the Magnus will finish his Echo Saber, which is sad for Magnus. He's this far behind, you cannot come back that easily. The PL has been found. There's gonna be a big blast up, but the Onslaught will stop all of it. Won't even get the Ducalis kill. They save him with the Aphotic Shield. Ridis, oh, she does kill the Ducalis, who walks over a mine again. A bit of a mistake there. He will be getting some tips out. Definitely annoyed about what just happened, but Ridis is gonna get a consolation prize at least. So they're only getting support kills on NAVI Junior, and they're not getting a ton of them either. So only 3 kills for 17 minutes, and it's only the cybercat supports. See, NAVI Junior will be able to do something more. Magnus, of course, he wants the Blink Dagger. It's gonna be some time before he has it. Primal Beast, BKB at the ready. Cybercats. This moment, they're much stronger than NAVI Junior. The PL does have his Aghanim Scepter, that's going to increase his farm potential, his ability to spam as much as possible. And NAVI Junior are going for a smoke. They want to utilize this. They want to try, show just how strong they can be. DK Focus, I don't know if that's the target that you want to find. As the BKB, he might just kill all of them. His teammates nowhere to be found. He's there on the death camp, and he will farm it fast enough to get himself away. Oh, they're taunting them. Eat them the smoke. Yeah, that means, like, shh, I'm going for a smoke. That's exactly what they were doing. Young G has a DD rune with the Curse of Avernus. This Roche, he's gonna be destroyed. DD rune from Young G. It's really paying off, especially with the added attack speed there. Kalis, he has the medallion. Doesn't have a full soul crest. If he had one, this would be going even faster. And the thing is, the Primal Beast isn't even here. They're just spreading the map perfectly, and NAVI Junior, they don't have a response. They literally have 3 supports on NAVI Junior, and the Storm and the PL, they're not far from that either. Okay, gold lead, 19 minutes in. Seem pretty tough. Fight into. Your wards are also dying. There might be a point in this game where cybercats say, like, screw it, we can get a gem as well, just to make it dark. For now, it's not dark. For now, NAVI Junior, they see something. This is the time where experience definitely pays off, right? If cybercats were the ones that won game number 1, had the lead in game number 2, and won and lost game number 2, like what happened to NAVI Junior, they would be able to fight in the last game, right? But because
Radiant's bottom tower is under
it was
attack.
NAVI Junior who don't have the experience for it, that's why
Dire are scanning.
it might be lingering in their minds, right? Guys, like, wow, if only we didn't dive in game number 2, we would have won this
Dire's
series
top
2-0.
tower
If
is under
only.
attack.
If you get into that kind of a mentality, it's going to hinder your ability to play. And we're seeing that they're just not playing up to their standards. God the Juice is going to be found. They know which the real one is. He's going to be showing himself there with the Spirit Lance. And he's looking very much dead on the PL. No chance in hell he's going to be surviving the Illuminate. Does heal him slightly. And they found themselves a bonus. Smashing him into the ground. The Horsey will die. Cybercats, they get their 10th kill, their Young G. He will be claiming both of them. At least the Storm Spirits finds the regen rune. We're trying to find positive things for NAVI Junior, but there's just not a lot of them. The Abaddon has taken the first spot of the network chart. Next item gonna be a Manta. And then he will want the harpoon as well.
Radiant's top
Primal Beast,
tower is
his
under
his
attack.
Blink Dagger is being delivered. Blink BKB pulverize, big deal. Magnus decides not to go for a Blink Dagger, wants the harpoon. Either way. Breaking high ground for Cybercats, I don't think it's gonna be that hard in this game. Abaddon is the type of hero that can do it quite easily. Probably gonna be doing with the second Roche, but right now, considering how fast they push, there's probably gonna be a glyph. Use the glyph, NAVI Junior. Oh no, they don't have. They lost the tower on the bottom lane. Oh, they didn't. They didn't refresh their glyph. Okay, that's 7 seconds, not wasted. And you will lose the Tormentor.
Okay.
NAVI Junior, they will go for a pause. They need to wash their face. PL, he's like, I'm gonna go wash my face. I'm gonna prepare. They say lags. No, I don't trust it. Wash his face, go and fight. But as far as I know, during the DPC, you cannot get up from your seat. So unless it's a Eric Cartman type situation, like, Mom, bathroom, you know? Like, coach, water, wash my face. To get prepared. Maybe the PL now is charging up his strength. And I mean, a lot more in terms of items. And I mean, when I saw the PL pick, I was like, dude, this game, it's not gonna be a good PL game. And he is stopping natural charge, but I think even if he had like 3k gold more on the PL right now, then he wouldn't be a threat. That's just how it feels. He has a Diffusal, he has an Aghanim Scepter on the PL, so he can be annoying. That's one thing that's 100% certain. Cybercats, they're going from objective to objective. So, very methodically, very safely, just going from one to the other. I like this. They don't want to lose the lead. They understand that this game is over. They have won it, unless they make a mistake. Eternity Young G very fast there, but Richmond just slightly faster, so he'll get the Bolt Lightning away. NAVI Junior, let's think about what they need.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean,
Radiant's
I don't
bottom
see them
tower
winning,
is under
but
attack. Radiant
they
structures
can
are fortified.
delay this much as possible. They do have the tools to do so. Aghanim Scepter on the PL, he burns mana, he delays the pushes. The Magnus can try to, with his presence, just scare them. He does have the RP. He wants a double man RP here to TP out. Don't he has given up on life. Okay. So you try to delay it as much as possible with the PL, with the threat of the Magnus, and as long as the game is going, there's a chance to win. Right? Hope dies last. Is it gonna be enough for a victory? I personally don't think so. In my mind, this game is looking very much over. In Dota Plus mind, it's 90% for Cybercats. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Got the juice. He has to be careful not to get silenced. Storm gonna be jumping in. Goes for Young G. Got the juice. He's been slowed down. The Techie's nice jump in. Young G still has Diego's. Not gonna be in any kind of trouble. But Dark Lord on the other side doesn't want his ulti pop. They will get the pulverize onto the PL. The Eternament won't connect. He got out just in time there. Got the juice. And the trample from the Primal Beast won't be on top of the PL in time. They've lost the Aegis. Cybercats going a little bit too deep. We've seen so many overextensions in the series already. One more. Why should it be something that we'll find weird? Oh, Richmond didn't get off the cliff. Okay, he's gonna be getting the Chakra Magic, so now he does have the mana necessary to get himself down. They're going for a smoke. NAVI Junior. Little BKB on the Primal Beast. The Abaddon is low. The Storm Spirit jumping in. He tries to see if there's something there on the cliff, and there is absolutely nothing. NAVI Junior, there's smoke of the chase. Will not not be successful. But the Storm definitely coming in handy in that fight, using his mana, using the Coddle to give him more mana, and doing some pretty nice damage. He's going for an Aghanim Scepter as well, so Navi Junior are going full on into this team fight AoE. And it might just work. Let's see how this one develops. The next Roche can be up in 2.5 minutes. We're gonna be finding out when exactly once the timer is out. So Cybercats, in my mind, this Batrider is the main one for them to win. So they have the Solar Crest on him, but once they get the Blink Dagger, that is when they're gonna be able to initiate properly. Blink Dagger on the Primal Beast isn't good if you do not reposition your opponent. The Batrider one would be great. And the reason that the Batrider has this much farm is because he got the shard from the Tormentor. I don't think he cares much about it, to be honest, right? The shard doesn't change much.
Красава. Респект.
You probably wanted it on the Shadow Demon. But at least they stole it from the enemies. Dark Lord, he'll be taking down another tier 2. The bottom one will fall. They use the Glyph now. Ooh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake for sure, because now you won't have it for the high ground defense. The potential one with the illusions always coming in. These Abaddon illusions are nothing to laugh at. There's going to be a ton of them because he has a Manta too. The tower gets destroyed. All of the other towers are dead. Navi Junior, they have nowhere to fight that. The next Roche is going to be very, very hard to defend. It is going to be on the dire side, even worse for them. Look at the wards on the top lane for Cybercats. Oh, the PL has been found. TP out, not going to be working out, and now he's going to be in a ton of trouble. Has a doppelganger, can get away from the Primal Beast. He's trying to get a mana away. Nope, he actually used all of his mana to for the Spirit Lance, so he didn't have the doppelganger. No running away. That's your PL. That's the guy that you're relying on that just dies. It was Dark Lord that has been making some mistakes in game number 1 as the Terrorblade, in game number 2 as the Naga Siren. But now with an Abaddon, even if you make a mistake, you're probably going to live, whilst with the PL. This time around, it is Navi Junior that are losing their carry. Cybercats team. This time around, they snowballed. They really did. Storm Spirit. Navi Junior, he wants the Aghanim Scepter. How is the Magnus Blink looking? He has it. He has finally bought it. BMA. That is what you need. That is what you need here for Navi Junior. They'll be able to hold it. They're going full on deep bite. The Keeper of Light wants the Aghanim Scepter as well, so there's gonna be a Ignis Fatus, an RP, a AoE Electric Vortex. Blast off. What I'm scared of is, even let's say all of those things connect perfectly, will you have enough damage? That is what scares me here for Navi Junior. They did go for a smoke. It scares them to go on the high ground for sure, because there's gonna be 5 heroes of Cybercats waiting there to slaughter you if they do get a chance. Cybercats, they take this fight. Junior, they're still in a smoke, but it will be expiring there in a second. And they're back to hitting creeps. Both of the teams. Drosh, it was a minute and a half spawn time. He will be spawning on the dire side. Will be there for a minute and a half, more than enough for Cybercats to finish him off. It is a second Roche, so no refresher, no Aghanims, only gonna be an Aegis cheese. I'm just looking at Navi Junior and I'm thinking, can they defend? You know, usually it's like second Roche, if you've lost all of your outer towers, you have to defend because they're just gonna come high ground and you will lose. But I just don't see them winning a Roche fight. Let's see, maybe they're gonna have the Ags on the Storm. Nope, the Storm bought the BKB, so no Ags on the Storm. Ags on the Keeper of the Light, 1200 gold away. So you're only relying on the Magnus Blink. Too much pressure for one player. No, you let the Roche go. And you hope that the Magnus Cure on the Aegis target is going to be making a difference. The Aegis target this time around is probably going to be an Abaddon, because he's going to be the one pushing the towers. Why is this a problem still if you don't fight for the Aegis? You're still going to be dealing with the Abaddon illusions that are coming through there from the Disruption and from the Manta. And the question is, how well can you deal with illusions? You have some AoE spells, but it's not easy. Jump in, Magnus. He has found the Primal Beast. Thank you. Thank you for finding me. This is exactly what I wanted. Because the Magnus now, if he dies, he's being slowed down, but he's actually not dead. They're going to be jumping onto the Shadow Demon Disruption. Will save him. That BKB from the Storm is definitely allowing him to fight. The Void Spirit in a lot of trouble. There's going to be an RP as well. And Cybercats, they're coming in with Dark Lord. He will turn around onto the Keeper of Light, silencing him and killing him. They've lost 3 on the side of Cybercats. Are they going to fight now? 2 versus 5? Actually, the PL on the high ground there. He's being burned by the Radiance. Dark Lord is trying to kill him. He's trying to do as much as he can, but he has to run right now. He's going to be popping his ulti fairly soon. I see just how much can he heal. He's gonna be needing help from DK Focus. DK Focus, help! Help! I'm your carry. I need help. He's gonna be turning around. He wants to fight. I need no help. I'm just gonna kill all of them. The Radiance Burn is helping him, but it's not gonna be helping him enough because he's gonna be the one that burns. And the Storm survives. The Glimmer Cape saves him. DK Focus. Now he's in trouble as well. Do they have anything to cast this DPS? They have! NAVI Junior! They've just wiped them with one support buyback. Cybercats. It looked like they would be able to win that fight in the end. Nope. Not gonna be happening. What a play from NAVI Junior. The Magnus changes everything. Oh, that's just amazing from BMA. He found the Primal Beast, forced out the Bikini, he got out. Then he got the RP onto the Void Spirit. They kill him. Without him, there's just not enough damage on Cybercats to do enough. And from 10k to 4k, the game has just turned on its head. It's close to 50-50 now, to be honest. NAVI Junior. They go through all the hardships, and Cybercats... Oh man, they have to feel super bad right now. The win probability is still in their favor. They should still be able to fight for the next Trosh. But NAVI Junior now, they can definitely come out of their base and engage. They're gonna have the Ignis Fathers. No, not just yet. He's missing out on some gold there. 600 gold missing on the Keeper of Light. He did have to buy back in the previous fight. So this is gonna be the Aegis. Still not the worst thing in the world, but definitely huge. So they will be able to claim the Aegis, to claim the cheese. Question is, NAVI Junior. This game, they're doing a good job at out pushing the waves. Seems like they're just not putting that much emphasis on it when they are winning the game. When they're losing, they're showing that they have the capability to do so. Void Spirit will get the Aegis. The Abaddon will just support a cheese. Okay. I guess the Void Spirit wants to be able to attack the Raxes a bit as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Cybercats.
Dire
They're so sad. They are so sad. NAVI Junior, if they win this game, it's gonna be amazing. It looked over. There's 10% win probability, 20 minutes, and you very rarely see that kind of a lead.
I can press my buyback.
There's an Aghanim Scepter now on the Primal Beast, so he's gonna be doing massive amounts of damage. The PL illusions are just gonna be dying during that uproar. So you have to be careful about that. But Ignis Fatus ready. Will-O-Wisp is here. The Aghanim Scepter of the Soul Spirit, you're gonna have to wait a little bit more for that. But the Magnus is coming back into the game. And I think that's the most important thing, because PMA just wasn't part of it, right? He couldn't do damage. You could just buff people up and you're hoping that you're gonna get a good RP, and you've gotten, I mean, a one-man RP, but on the most important target. And you've gotten some grabs there with the Harpoon and Skewer back.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Focus gets the courier. Okay, he didn't have anything on it. He was just sending it towards the vitality booster. So not a big of a deal. He can still walk towards the heart. Doesn't have a buyback on the PL. That could be an issue. Okay, let's see. Cybercats, what can you do? NAVI Junior going for a smoke. Where are they going? Into their own triangle. They want to claim some ground. They're gonna be going around for now. Cybercats are in a good position to fight. NAVI, they have to go to the side. Young G, he's an Aegis carrier. He's not a target. Ooh, is he just gonna Astral Step up there? Nope, not. NAVI Junior is still in smoke. The Defender's Gate allows it to get into the base, but the PL, Doppelganger, sends the illusions. He's done hiding. He wants to be able to show out some waves. Cybercats did a good job. They pushed in the waves. They have a 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the Aegis. There's a BKB on the Shadow Demon. So he's sick of the Storm killing him. I'm thinking maybe the Ghost Scepter could have saved him, but he's probably being annoyed with the PL illusions as well. The mana is starting to become a problem. Abaddon has the blink. So you blink on somebody, you silence them with the Manta pop. And, I mean, if they don't have anything to protect themselves, they're just instantly dead. You don't have many saves on the side of NAVI Junior. So I like that. cybercats still favored to win this. It would be weird if that was not the case after the start that they've had. But even the second Aegis, they cannot use it properly to apply pressure to the enemy base. I still don't see why they're not just using a lot of illusions there. But the PL has a lot of illusions as well, and it seems like his illusions are doing a lot. They're gonna go for the poor Tormentor. Your tormenting days are over, and the Primal Beast, he will be getting a shard, so the Rock Throw becomes part of the arsenal of cybercats as well. Again, the gold lead is steadily increasing. I still don't have faith in the PL. We saw in the fight that NAVI Junior, they can overwhelm cybercats, but it comes down to the Magnus finding the grabs. If the Magnus dies, God forbid at the start of the fight, you're screwed. But they will have big team fights. The Storm is approaching his Aghanim Scepter as well. He's like 1300 gold away. We'll definitely be able to claim that fairly soon. The Wisdom Rune gets picked up by NAVI. They did get to leave their base. Surprised that this was allowed. You should have been maybe cybercats didn't do the maths. 7 times 5. But NAVI Junior, their dodging capabilities have proven to be amazing in this game. Keeper of Light, he does have the Glimmer Cape. That Glimmer Cape saved the Storm's life from the Radiant Stick. Some people might not know, but now the Glimmer Cape does give you a shield rather than percentage of magic resistance. Yeah, no need for a lasso here. They have a disruption, and Daze will be going down. He does put down the Ignis Fatuus, but that's not really going to save all that much. Illuminate will heal him slightly. He's doing his best to live as long as possible, but Young G comes over and just makes sure that as soon as possible comes out, or as long as possible, doesn't really come out that long. There's the Abaddon. Oh, there's an Ogre Seal Totem on Ridis. He has the Lotus Orb as well, but that's going to be a kill for sure. So both of the supports will be going down. Neither of them do have buybacks. Cybercats, they don't necessarily know this. I guess, no, right? The Techies doesn't have gold, and the Keeper, he'll be getting his buyback back in like 10 seconds. Not a big of a deal, but this does give you an opening. Finally, cybercats, I found an opening to go in, and that illusion, just crush the illusion. They popped the BKB, they annihilated, got the juice. Now he knows what's gonna happen to him. The Hurricane used by Dark Lord, you have to be careful. His HP will be coming back to full. He has a cheese, so he definitely has one more life, but they're gonna take him back. The question is, do you save this guy? He's gonna be using the cheese. They have the disruption to save him. Dark Lord is still alive. The cheese did give him mana. He's gonna be slowed down. Immediately does remove it. They will screw him once more. Oh, the disruption didn't come out in time, and the RP is dead. He's just dead. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, just keep giving Magnus to NAVI Junior. Like, literally, if they don't have a Magnus in this game, I don't know what they do, and PMA just finds a bonus. He's just making them pay. Yeah, leave this hero for us. Very smart move, Cybercats and PMA, even with the worst laning phase of his life, the worst laning phase of any Magnus's life. He is crushing it. He's getting everything he needs. He's using his Harpoon quite well. Skewers are there, Blinks, RPs, everything on point. Like, they are not big RPs. They're not like Cybercats making mistakes. They're just Magnus things currently. Harpoon, a little bit too good of an item. Maybe they changed it. Once you harpoon somebody, he appears in front of you. Then you will at least need to use the shockwave to secure him back. Because once you use the harpoon, he appears behind you. Or he appears where you were when you were casting it. And then you just move slightly in front and you're fine.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Cybercats, they're still in the lead. Like I said, I still don't have faith in the PL. It's just not that good of a PL game. But he itemized properly there with the Aghanim Scepters. He's allowing his illusions to do the dirty work. And he's not ever gonna be going in. And then you're getting one by one your enemies with this Magnus Cure. Right now, the shards that Cybercats have gotten from the Tormentors are kind of the only thing that's giving them the gold in this game. Maybe a little bit more than that, but the PL is topping the network chart. He does have the Mage Slayer. Next item is going to be a Bloodthorn. Has the Heart, has the Manta, the Fusel, Aghanims. He's stacked. He's definitely stacked. So is the Abaddon. And finally, the Abaddon has a Basher. Once he gets the Abyssal, everything changes. They found the Batrider. Nice disruption there. The Batrider will be fine for quite some time. But the Magnus, he has found DK Focus. Who has found who? Ducalis will die there to the Spirit Lance bouncing from DK Focus to him. And here comes the Void Sprint. That should be one dead Coddle. The RP on the Dark Lord immediately uses his ulti, but they have already lost DK Focus. The PL is doing a little bit too much. He's overwhelming them. There's just so many of him. Now he's going to be turning around onto the Abaddon. They need to help him because he doesn't have the borrow time any longer. He used it to get himself out of the RP, and now he's regretting his life choices. There's going to be a disruption. No problem. We're going to kill 3 of your Abaddons. He gets a blink out. Nicely done from Cybercats getting their Abaddon out because he was 100% dead there if they don't go for a play like that. The disruption is 2.5 seconds, so in general you should be able to attack him, but maybe they didn't get the attack in for half a second. He got disrupted and he could just instantly go for a blink out. It's normal when you have the Radiance. Some misses are bound to happen. Not gonna be the case once the Bloodthorn comes out. And the PL is good enough. He's good enough to kill these heroes. He's doing enough damage to finish them off if he gets the chance. And Magnus and the Storm, they're giving him all the chances in the world. The Techies and the Coddle are there to help inside of a team fight. The Techies burst people down if need be. I'm baffled by this. But Cybercats is their own fault. Like, first of all, you're letting the Magnus go through. Then you are going high ground so carelessly instead of just sending in illusions all the time. Smoke from now. This could turn the game on its head. They're coming over. Magnus will get found, so he needs to get out, but he's gonna have a blink fairly soon. Jumps in. DK Focus will be fine. He gets himself out of there with the onslaught. Roche is dropping low, jumping in from the storm, pops the BKB. Okay, not really low. The bash from the Roche comes through. His fathers will be connected. And look at the shiny light. No buyback on the Batrider, so you're not gonna have the last one in that fight. So this is looking quite dead as well. Now he's gonna be surviving for now. Jumps to the side, and his reactive taser will pop. Force Majeure has the BKB, won't save him from the physical damage of the PL. And now they're gonna be turning around to Dark Lord, who does have his ult. He's standing his ground fighting. He's gonna be healed back up to full, but the PL doesn't care. He's just standing his ground. He's just fighting. He's just winning. There's gonna be an RP as well. The smashes into the ground. Doesn't matter. There's just too many of these PLs. Even if you kill all of his friends, he's just gonna be finishing you off. Cybercats, they've lost 4. The double buybacks from Cybercats, they're thinking about fighting, but can you imagine just how mad they are at this moment? Like, what do you do now? NAVI Junior, they're just winning fight after fight, and now they're definitely stronger than you. Cybercats, you had it. You had this game, and it just slipped away from you. To be fair, NAVI Junior, they had the previous game and it slipped away from them, but
immortality is mine.
Aghanim Scepter on the ground. Richmond
is under attack.
He didn't have it, so now he is he's gonna be eating that Agh's cheese onto Daze. Maybe ready to give it to one of his teammates if need be. But the Storm Spirit will have the Aegis. PL probably feels like he cannot die. They're not even focusing him, and they probably should. I think, like, God the Juice has to be the primary target. The thing is, committing versus a Magnus lineup is next to impossible. You commit, you're gonna get RP'd. There's gonna be a follow-up Storm Pull, and the Ignis Fatas, and you're just all gonna die.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They can't fight. Cybercats, now they can't fight. They've gotten to a position from, I'd say, unlosable game. That's a little bit of an overstatement, but close to that. They've gotten to a position where they cannot win a fight. They're still winning in terms of map control, or in terms of towers, let's put it that way. But everything else is heavily in favor of NAVI Junior, and there's going to be a smoke coming out from Cybercats. Could be a last hurrah smoke. You know, in these kind of situations, sometimes you feel, guys, if we don't win the next fight, maybe we just GG out, despite having so many things going for you. Storm with the Shiva's Guard, he's level 25, and he does have his Aghanim Shard, so that PL is going to be doing even more damage now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, PL has a Disperser. So what can he remove from himself? Maybe that's annoying. Disseminate, maybe a silence. A Batrider spells can be removed as well. Nice. Not the best thing in the world, but the disperser definitely does give you a lot of damage, and that's pretty important for the PL as well. Sometimes this hero can lack damage, not with the disperser and the empower on him. Well, actually, the Magnus is not putting the empower on him. I guess the idea is, let's not reveal which the real one is. That's really worth it. Seems to be the case. So they got a tier 2 on top. NAVI Junior. 15 minutes ago, they couldn't dream of ever seeing a tier 2 in this game. But now they are the stronger ones. Smoke from cybercats. Not sure where they're going, but they're on their side of the map. I'm guessing those were all ninja gears. Yeah, 3, 4. They're all ninjas. Cybercats are ninjas. Cyber ninjas. Cybercat ninjas. There's 3 ninja gears on the side of NAVI Junior. It really is too good of an item, right? You always have a smoke. Every 40 seconds you have a team smoke if you want to. The cybercats, they all want to be smoked. Hey, you are gonna get smoked by NAVI Junior right now if you're not careful, and you weren't careful when you should have been. NAVI Junior coming forward, sending in the PL illusions. We'll be dealing with those. Nah, they're not. Dealing with the PL. Phantom's Rush. He's gonna be pulled in by the Ether Remnant. Does he get out? Yes, for now. We'll be leaving some illusions. Top lane, the Primal Beast has pushed in the lane, and it's time for somebody to come back. It is gonna be a PL. He leaves some illusions, and is he immediately gonna start running towards his teammates? No, he sends the illusions towards the top lane and goes with his main hero to the bottom lane. Dark Lord has been found. He will be losing his ulti. Nope, not for now. Uses the Manta, gets himself out. Jump in, jump out from the Void Spirit. The Storm, it hasn't stopped right now. He has found them. Where's the Magnus? They need the Magnus. They're gonna have the jump in from the techies. They don't need the RP. You're not worth it. The Batrider dropping low, but he's still alive. Everybody on the side of Cybercats has still remained untouched. RP only on the Force Majority to be removed immediately, but it doesn't matter. He's still dead. I thought there for a second that the RP is going to be amazing on the 3 heroes from Cybercats, but the Magnus wasn't close and he couldn't get the RP in. He'd be out from the Storm, he doesn't have the mana, but the PL, he doesn't have any intentions of going back. He's so strong, and Storm Spirit doesn't coming back. They have the shard onto the Coddle. Storm Spirit in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get silenced. He's dead. That's an Aegis only though, and they are coming over. The Magnus now, he's pulling them out. Nope. And they do have a lasso on the Storm. They need the silence. They need the silence now. No, he caught him away from the Abaddon. If he didn't pull him at all, it would have been at least a Storm kill. And that's the lane of Rax gone. NAVI Junior, they seem to have done it. Cybercats, they had such a lead. They won all 3 lanes. They destroyed the game. They had all of the outer towers 20 minutes into the game. And look at them now. NAVI Junior. Where they thought that they were men, but the boys now definitely became men. After this kind of a comeback, they have shown that they can play in any scenario, that they can fight, that they can delay, and in the end, if the opportunity presents itself, they'll take it. They take 2 lanes of Rax, and the PL is going for the end. He wants to end it right now. He does have the power now on him. That's 400 damage per hit. He's really packing a punch. The Techies illusions exploding, taking the towers down. The pipe will get used to protect them. Meanwhile, the back lines. The Abaddon in a little bit of trouble. He does have his ulti, so they're going to be protecting him. But another Ignis Spot escaping in place now, trying to run away. Not going to be happening without any mana, without any HP. You are gone, Cybercats. You will not be winning this series despite getting so freaking close to the Dark Lord would get if you weren't able to carry your team in a game that was literally over. 20 minutes into the game, NAVI Junior, they might have thrown game number 2 a little bit, made a couple of mistakes, but they will make it all right in this one. If these young guys fix their laning phase, I don't know what kind of a beastly team we're gonna be looking at in the future. Because this is just an amazing comeback that looked impossible. It looked freaking impossible, and they just endured. Though, I would be very surprised. I was very surprised in this series that they got the Magnus so many times, because PMA, he had 2,000 gold when the other cores had 4,000, 5,000 net worth. And he came back into the game with just the Harpoon and the Blink and changed so much in favor of his team. And with that, NAVI Junior will be winning this series. It looked for a second like that's not going to be happening, but they were just messing with us. They always knew they had it in them, though. Probably not the case. With that being said, guys, we're done for today. We had 2 series. The first one, unfortunately, ended in a 2-0 because Matryoshka, in the second game, one of their players had a storm close to his house, no internet, no electricity. He couldn't play, so they had to have a default loss in the second game. They did lose the first one, so Moneymakers, we can't say that it was completely not deserved win. Here, the second series of the day was one of the best series that we had. NAVI Junior, they gave us a good series versus NAVI. That one they lost. Now they're gonna give us a good series versus cybercats, and they will win with a score of 2-1. We are gonna be back on June the 17th, same time, 13 CEST, with more Dota. There we'll be watching Storm versus Sibe and Moneymakers versus Navi to end the day. So that June the 17th will probably be 2-0 for Storm and 2-0 for Navi. But it is what it is, you know. We are hoping to see a miracle. We are hoping to see some comebacks that we saw today, because that was just some beautiful gameplay coming out from both